Hello friends! Today is Monday, September 3rd. It is Labor Day. I am currently in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, entering my third week on the road, and this is going to be the first official video from the road. I didn't upload a video yesterday, Sunday, because I just didn't have enough energy or time to organize the footage. I'm still kind of in that adjustment period, trying to figure out how to make this lifestyle work for me. I think I've figured out maybe 70%, so that's not bad. I kind of wanted to do a sit-down talk, a little heart-to-heart, and let you guys know what my experience so far being on the road is. I will start with a room tour of my current Airbnb. I just arrived here yesterday. I'm staying in the second floor bedroom. It's quite nice. We have like a sloped attic, sloped roof over here. This is a queen size bed. It's huge and there's just so much space. This is all my stuff. After my time in Pittsburgh, I'm actually flying back to Boston, and I'm planning to only carry this and one other bag. So I just brought it up here so we can start packing, even though I'm not leaving for another week and a half. This is a little closet space over here. And then we have a little alcove, and I've just been kind of like hiding out this morning. One suitcase. Did I show you the bed? I think I did. And he's got a TV here, he's got a fan. It's actually pretty cool up here. And he's got drawers, and I'm only using the top two. So this top one is all my like skincare, beauty products. And then this one is more of like the clothes that I'll be wearing during my stay. Yeah. Alright, and then we have the vanity table, which has a lot of stuff, like so many things. I'm almost finished. This is almost finished. This is almost finished. That, I guess we can consider almost finished. You see these extra pillows on the ground. I'll start there. How about that? So one thing that I noticed is in all of the Airbnbs that I stay at, the beds are all really nice, but they give me so many pillows. Like I'm talking 4 to like 8 pillows, and every time I walk into a room and I see more than 2 pillows, I'm like, why? I'll just leave 2 pillows on the bed, and then I'll move all the rest of the pillows on the ground. I find it very weird. Also, like, it just doesn't make sense to me. Why do you need so many pillows? Because every day, if you want to sleep properly, you have to move all of the pillows. And then in the morning, if you don't make your bed, then you just have pillows on the ground. So that means you have to make your bed in order to make it look good. But like, just like, why? I don't get the amount of pillows thing. So I started out in Boston, went to Philadelphia. I was in Philadelphia for a week, a little over a week, and then I spent a weekend in Delaware. After Delaware, I came to Pittsburgh last week, and I'm staying here for about 2.5 weeks. Flying back to Boston because I have a bunch of doctor's appointments to get to, and then I'm gonna come back and then drive down to Columbus, Ohio. Literally what just happened yesterday is my AC/fan in my car isn't working anymore. And I know I talked about my AC breaking in, I think, was it August or was it in July? I don't know what the issue is. I'm gonna call Harry, my car guy, tomorrow early in the morning to get his thoughts on it. But yeah, it's a bummer. Like, at that point in time, the fan worked. It was just all hot air, and I just didn't have any AC. And what he had to do was he had to like change the freon, something starts with an F and it ends with an O-N. But this time the fan's not even working, so I don't know what the issue is. Driving, it takes a physical toll. The longest drive that I had was from Delaware to Pittsburgh. If you drove straight, it would probably take you about like 4 to 5 hours, but I actually broke it up and visited some other cities to like check them out and like break my day. And so it ended up being a full day of driving. In Philadelphia, I met up with one of my old friends from elementary school, Patrick Hahn. I hung out with him twice, which was very awesome. And when I came to Pittsburgh, Patrick introduced me to a couple of his friends, and I have met up with them. I should text them. It's one of those things that you have to push yourself outside your comfort zone. So it's so great to meet friends of friends. So one person that Patrick introduced me to, she invited me to basically a house party, and I met a bunch of these really cool people. And I have some of their numbers and some of them have mine. I just have to put myself out there to be like, hey, let's hang. I'm in here for another week and a half. Yeah, so I should probably do that today. I really should. It's like weird because I think people who do know me, they see me, they understand that I'm a really sociable person. I love getting to meet people. It's building relationships, stronger relationships with people that I get a little more scared of. Like, am I coming off too strong? I wonder what their perception of me is. And it's one of those things where I just have to work at. Yeah. What's another thing that I did so far? I took my first Muay Thai class in Pittsburgh, and I love Muay Thai so much, dude. I love boxing, especially boxing with Jordan. He has trained me so much. I learned so much from him. And I took my first Muay Thai class, which is like boxing but elevated. Like, you have to add kicks in there. Holy crap, I want to learn Muay Thai right now. I'm actually gonna take another Muay Thai class this coming weekend. Super excited for it. And I'm also gonna take my first Jiu-Jitsu class, which is a lot more like floor work with choke holds. I don't know if I'm gonna do very well at that, but we'll see how that goes. Yesterday it was like 3:45 and I was really hungry. I went out to go eat at this restaurant, and when I'm eating alone, I usually sit at the bar because I don't want to take up an entire space. There was another dude who just like came in and like sat next to me, and it was obvious he was like alone, but for some reason I could not like turn around and just be like, hey, how are you doing? And I also cannot do that with the bartender. At the end of that meal, I was just like, Juliet, those are like prime opportunities. All you have to do is like open your mouth and talk, ask a question. I missed out on some golden opportunities. So that's something that I am definitely working on, which is all part of this road trip, right? Is like to push myself, place myself at the on the line between comfortable and uncomfortableness. Let's get to the meaty stuff, shall we? So far on my drive, I find I've gotten yelled at, and none of it is my fault. As a driver, I don't get super aggressive because I don't want somebody else to be like, oh, I'm real pissed off, and like crash into my car on purpose, because there are people out there like that. In Pennsylvania, they have a lot of lanes that merge together, and I think it's just like how the entire city was built. It's a really old state. I don't remember what city it was in, but it was not in Pittsburgh and it was not in Philadelphia. Somewhere in Pennsylvania, there was a merge lane and I had to merge, obviously. And then we were at a stop sign, and then something in my rear view mirror caught my eye, and I was looking at the driver behind me, and she was mouthing some words. For the most part, I can read lips. She was saying to the passenger in her car, she was like, who the fuck is this person? Oh, this person's from California? Fuck you. Fuck you. Like, literally all I did was follow traffic rules and merge into your lane. And then she saw me, I guess like in her mirror or something like that, or she's like looking at me, and she points at it, she goes, fuck you. And I'm like, really? Like, is this what? And then one time as a pedestrian, I was crossing where, you know, there's a pedestrian crosswalk. I was walking on it, and this driver, also a white female, like just started yelling at me like, what the fuck is your problem? Or like, get out, get off. And I'm like, are you serious? It's really, it's just odd, because I'm like, I'm not doing anything that should not be triggering a sensible person. And yet these people are so pissed off. I was eating dinner one time at this restaurant, and this little white girl stared at me from when I sat down to the time I paid my bill and left. She was staring at me, and it's just a very, very odd experience, because it's a really odd experience because I don't even know how to best explain this. I guess like experiences like that, and experiences from when I was younger where, no, that doesn't even make sense. It just like makes me super conscious of my features, right? Like the fact that I'm female, I'm Asian, I'm 5'2", I'm tiny. The fact that my car has a California license plate and we're in the East Coast right now, where most of the out-of-state license plates are from New York, New Jersey, or Ohio. Like, I am very aware that these little things kind of put a spotlight on me. It's not that I want to change those features, but definitely when I'm outside, when I'm not at the Airbnb, it's I like try to know what the heck is happening around me. Like, who is around me? What do these people look like, just in case I have to file a police report? What location I'm in? Like, I have to become even more aware of my surroundings, and that takes a lot of mental energy. It feels so good to just like chill out at the Airbnb today and not have to stress about like everything. I don't know if I'm explaining myself correctly. There have been several times growing up where I've witnessed like people will like stereotype Asians or make fun of Asians. I've seen all that before. Back in Grand Canyon, like after we finished the hike, the next day it was my mom, my dad, Paloma, and I. We were just like walking around, we were hanging out together. There was this white kid who was throwing rocks over the edge of the cliff, but underneath we know that there's like trails there, there's hikers there, and so that's dangerous. You shouldn't do that, because what if you accidentally hit someone and injure them severely? And so my dad was like, hey, excuse me, please don't do that, you might injure a hiker down there. My dad, he's been in America for much longer. He's been here for like 30 years, and he has worked on his English. He's always improving his English. I don't know if I've ever said this on video before, but it makes me so mad every time that I think about it. When he speaks English, he still has a little bit of an accent. It's just like, I mean, my dad's Taiwanese, you know, but he's been here and he speaks perfect English. You can understand him. But this kid, he like picked up on my dad's accent, and when my dad walked away, I was just like watching what happened. I did not go over there to the kid with my dad. When my dad was walking away, this kid, he just like did this, and then he started like speaking in a Chinese accent, just like making fun of my dad, and my blood was boiling. I was about to go. I was so close to like going up to the kid. I told Paloma, I was like, I'm super pissed off right now. Like, how dare he? And I'm like, this is so rude. These a-holes on the street, what, just because you don't have an accent or you don't speak another language, that makes you like a better person? I mean, I don't know. Keeping those things that I have witnessed before in mind, and it's not just like towards Asians, but any other minority. I'm very aware. I guess this leads into another conversation of like color. Do people see color? There's like a lot of stances on this position. Like, when you see a person, do you see color? And some people are like, no, I don't see color. I see a person as a person. I definitely see color. Like, when I see a person who's talking to me, I'm definitely in my head like, oh, this is a white female that's talking to me. This is a black female talking to me. This is an Asian female that's talking to me. Like, I definitely see color, but it's not because I'm like, oh, you're Asian, so you have all these stereotypes against you, or like, you're black, so you have these stereotypes, or like, you're white, you're these stereotypes. But it's just like, I'm collecting all these experiences, and in my mind, it kind of catalogs things together. So like, everybody who yelled at me from within their car, I noticed that they were all white females. I'm not like making a generalization saying that like, oh, white females are assholes or anything like that, because I definitely know white females that aren't assholes. But in my experience is like, do they not like me? Do white females not like me? I don't know. I really enjoy being on the road though. Like, I feel, I'm not gonna say much happier. I'm happy with life. Oh, yes. Okay, so back to the whole like spotlight on myself. When I'm outside, I try not to do even more things to attract attention. So it's been hard vlogging on the road. Yeah, okay. So that's kind of like, I want to set expectations for the next couple of videos. In Philadelphia, I got super self-conscious about like talking to the camera. I think I'm getting around to it where it's like I'm going to be better at filming things, asking people questions, talking to people, all of that. It's just gonna take some time for me to get used to, especially on the road. Yeah, so the footage for the first couple of videos will be spotty, but they will slowly get better. Yeah, I think that's all I have to say for now. If you have any questions about like how I'm feeling or like my current experiences, leave it down below, and I will answer them. I will definitely answer them in an upcoming video. How about that? Bye guys. Talk to you guys later. So where do I even go? Okay, yeah, you know, we'll just start here.